part 2 of our live sessions. Hi, I'm Asmita Pawar. I'm an image consultant and I help people with their grooming and etiquette. As promised last week, I am here with super effective 10 tips on how to look tall and slim in your Indian attire. So let's directly dive into our today's topic. The very first tip is wear monochromatic colors. मोनोक्रोमैटिक कलर्स मतलब आपको एग्जैक्टली करना ये है कि एक ही कलर के अलग अलग शेड्स, इफ यू वेयर वन कलर एंड डिफरेंट शेड्स ऑफ इट फ्रॉम हेड टू टो, दैट बिकम्स अ मोनोक्रोमैटिक लुक. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर मैंने ऑरेंज कलर का कुर्ता पहना है, लाइट ऑरेंज कलर का कुर्ता पहना है, तो डार्क ऑरेंज कलर का मेरा सलवार या फिर प्लाजो होगा. दैट बिकम्स अ मोनोक्रोमैटिक लुक एंड दिस मेक्स यू लुक taller and slimmer. Why? Because there is no visual break of different colors that is happening. Head to toe, there's just one color that is flowing. That's why this makes you look taller and slimmer. Tip number 2 is wear kurtas which have vertical or diagonal prints or embroidery. Whenever there is a vertical or diagonal print or embroidery, your eye moves in that direction. अगर आपका horizontal design embroidery pattern अगर ज़्यादा होगा, then the eye is going to move like this, which will make you look wider. But if there are prints and embroideries which are either vertical or diagonal, your eye is going to move like that and it is going to make you look taller and slimmer. Tip number 3 is ये जो दुपट्टा है इसको हमें कैसे लेना है. So traditionally what we do with dupatta is we do this. This is a very traditional way of taking dupatta. The moment you do this, ये horizontal हो गया. It is making you look broader and fuller like this. So the ideal way to take dupatta if you want to look taller and slimmer is, इसका आप एकदम पतला pleats बनाइए, fold it nicely and you take it like this, or you can also take it in a diagonal way, but this looks the best. इसको आप vertical ले लो, pin it up nicely so that it doesn't keep on falling. When you take dupatta vertically, your eye is again moving vertically, making you look taller and slimmer. Tip number 4 is what kind of fabric to use. Make sure that you use lightweight fabrics rather than a heavyweight fabrics. तो lightweight fabrics क्या हो सकता है? Lightweight fabrics are your crepe, then chiffon, georgette, organza. These are all lightweight fabrics. When you wear lightweight fabrics, automatically you look taller and slimmer because there's no too much of volume that you're adding to your body. Then tip number 5 is avoid large prints, different block colors, block patterns. When you have block colors and block patterns, what happens is, for example, this is block pattern, block color. There's one block here, one here, one here. So the eye is moving like this. Instead of that, either you have small designs and patterns which are like overall, so your eye movement will not get disturbed. It will automatically move vertically and it will make you look taller and slimmer. Bigger the patterns, the more the distance between the patterns, it is going to make you look wider. So smaller patterns and close together. Then next tip is, if you are top heavy, meaning if this part of your body is wider, then make sure that you don't have too much of embroidery that is happening on the widest part of your body. Similarly, if you are bottom heavy, Make sure that there isn't too much of design, print and embroidery on the bottom part of the body. Avoid the widest part and you can have design on the other parts of the body. Now, what type of jewelry works the best? So less is more. जितना minimum आपका jewelry होगा, you are going to look much more royal, elegant and sophisticated. So go for minimum jewelry, little bit of jewelry, don't have too many things. एक बड़ा सा गले का भी पहन लिया, कान का भी बड़ा पहन लिया. Then you have bracelets also. The more you wear, the more the person who is looking at you कि मैं यहाँ देखूँ, यहाँ देखूँ, यहाँ देखूँ, सब कुछ इतना अच्छा है, where am I supposed to look? And you as a person get lost there. So people are looking at your clothes and your accessories and not at you. So minimum चीजें पहनो. Let your face do the talking. Let your upper half of the body be the central focal point. Then in terms of bags, what bags to wear? होता क्या है कि हम top to bottom बहुत अच्छे कपड़े तो पहन लेते हैं, but the bag that we take with us is very bulky and big and doesn't have its own structure. हमें usually ऐसी बैग पसंद होती है जिसमें हमारा सारा सामान आ जाएगा, हमारा सारा संसार आ जाएगा उसमें. So what happens with that is the bag becomes very bulky, and when you are dressed properly and then you have this big bag on your shoulder, that is again adding volume to your body visually and you end up looking wider. So make sure that your bag, handbag is very sleek. उसका अपना एक structure होगा, and that bag will not keep on expanding as you keep on putting stuff in it. The bag, the handbag or the purse that you are carrying or the clutch that you have should be small and should have its own structure. Moving ahead, body proportions. We spoke about body proportions in our last video also. So what is body proportion? Body proportion is visually आपका body divide कैसे हो रहा है. So for Indian dressing, the visual proportion of the body has to be 2:1. Your kurta has to be longer and the kurta has to be of your calf level, and only the space between your calf and your heel is the one proportion. So sorry. So the proportion has to be 2:1. That is when you look taller. And if you wear shorter kurtas which are up to your thigh or up to your the central part of the thigh dividing, then your body is divided into 1:1 ratio. So आप half दिखते हो, and that is not how your natural body is. So you will end up looking shorter than what you actually are. So the proportion is 2:1. Your kurta has to be longer up to your calf level. Then comes our second last point. We all know that to look taller and slimmer you should wear dark colors. But what happens is हम black को ही पकड़ कर रखते हैं. Of course black will make you look taller and slimmer, but that's not the only color. Any color which is dark is going to make you look taller and slimmer. And what do I mean by any color? It could be a wine color, it could be emerald green, then you can have purple color, maroon color. All these dark colors will make you look taller and slimmer. And the last point is, what footwear do you wear? Instead of wearing block heels, if you can really walk and balance yourself in stilettos, that works the best. But stilettos में हम ज़्यादा टाइम तक खड़े नहीं रह सकते और बहुत ज़्यादा चल नहीं सकते. After a certain point of time it becomes very uncomfortable. So what really works is either stilettos or wedges. हमको block heels नहीं चाहिए, हमको wedges चाहिए. It will give you a little bit of heel and at the same time it will not cause back pain, leg pain, aches and pains नहीं होगा, because wedges में heels थोड़ा कम होता है. And block heel is again like a broad heel. We don't want broad heel, we want narrow heel but छोटा heel. So this is my tip from these are super solid 10 tips from my end to you. Hope this helps you, and make sure that you implement these tips. If you have any doubts, any questions, feel free to DM me. I'll be happy to answer your questions. And again, next week, next Wednesday at 5 o'clock, I am going to see you all with our next topic. This is one topic which a lot of people are curious to know about: how to hide this belly fat. इसका क्या करें, इसको कैसे छुपाए? So tips for that are coming next week. So stay tuned. See you. Good evening. Bye.